sind einfach noch mehr fein on eBay.
Hey, just a short video on cold water dipping and swimming and why you may consider it if you're a person like me who is in responsibility for people, for a business, wherever you are. I hope and I bet there's some place you can do, whether it's cold water swimming, whether it's sea swimming, where there is just cold water exposure for you. And I thought I'd just share 1-2 benefits from my side. You see, here's where I will go soon into it. It's in Portugal. It's kind of a secret spot, so I won't share it with you. Normally you shouldn't do swimming completely on your own in really wild water. I would consider myself really experienced as a surfer, as a swimmer, and also experienced with cold water. Because of course you can get cramps. You should consider really warming up and breathing. And why should you do it like in general, you might ask yourself? Why, Potoki, should I jump into cold water? That looks also a little bit like there are a lot of seaweed and lots of stuff is into it. Well, there's a lot of science basically that supports the thought that this helps you in your well-being, in your health, and also it builds tremendous self-esteem and confidence. So right now, when I jump into that water that may be 14 to 15 degrees cold today, the first thing is there's a little bit of a shock, and that will lead to a sort of adrenaline push into you. And when I come out of it, could be 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I feel very much more clear and focused. So if I would set, let's say, a target for today, which means, I have to deliver this project, I have to contact these 4 or 5 people. I really want to think about something intentional, like, I really want to wish the best for this person. I want to take care of the team. I want to deliver them, lots of clarity for their tasks, jobs, and also share a little bit about the bigger purpose today. I can kind of make a commitment. I can make it, take a deep breath. Think of all those intentions, maybe what's really most important right now. Breathing out. And like this mindful minute, this mindful second can even help us to recenter and focus. And I think that is what I did for most of the years. Also teaching on mindfulness as a leadership principle, as a leadership practice, with Search Inside Yourself and other programs. But to be honest, the cold water and the swimming brought another aspect to it. It's not only calming our minds, there's not only, let's say, being mindful, intentional about what we do. There's also movement, a bodily sensation, a bodily experience. Now I will stop the video and just do a cold water swim. Always take more from the beach than you bring to the beach. So how do I feel? Calm and clear. But also this was intense. There was a strong current. So you saw me coming back and forth. I went not out too far because of the currents. So here we are, 5 minutes later, and some considerations. So you shouldn't go alone into the oceans. That's what I did today. But there was a person I know with a dog on the beach, and she took care and looked at me, and also we know each other. So if anything happens, you shouldn't be alone. Second thing, you see me hopefully shining and smiling. This is the effect. It's just very subjective in my experience. I'm now awake. I'm alert. I have a thinking session coming up. Thinking sessions and time to think is something I will tell you another video about it. It's a really amazing thing. And there we are working with attention, providing generative attention. And I think I'm totally kind of clear and grounded and not exhausted, but like activated in my body. But also I did a little bit of exercising and warming up, of course. You saw that, very important. So I feel I can sit now beautifully for 1 hour and then do some other work later. And then I will pause, maybe do an non-sleep rest protocol, something like that. Do another shift of working. Then maybe going for a walk later in the evening, maybe for another swim, and then I don't know if I do another shift or just have a beautiful evening. So I hope this is like inspiring you to do your own stuff that provides you clarity, focus, concentration. And maybe you want to look for a sea, a lake around you and try it. You get used to it over the time for the cold, so it didn't feel cold at all today. It felt actually quite warm. The weather's quite nice here. It's around 20 degrees. The water's around 50 degrees. So that's easy. And you will get used to it very, very quickly. The same you can do with cold water showering. Of course, you can support that. Some people report they get a little bit tired after some hours. And I know this effect, but you will get used to that. And you will find what's the right time and duration for that for you, the intensity. So just be playful and open and curious about that. Let me know what you think in the comments and see you soon.